I'm Andrew Berman from the Mortgage News Network, coming to you from the M&N Studios here in New York. We've got Justin Glass, who's the Chief Digital Officer of United Wholesale Mortgage. Justin, thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
So listen, Justin, back in August, you guys launched your virtual e-closing platform. It's not the first virtual e-closing platform out there, but there's something very different that you guys are doing. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I would love to. Currently e-closings has been in our industry for quite a long time. One of the things we did differently was we actually did an e-closing that required no wet signatures and no in-person notary. So while a lot of the electronic closings today, you still have to show up to the closing table and be in front of a notary, you would typically be doing an iPad or on a computer. We allow a borrower to close from the comfort of their own home without having to, again, have a stranger in their office or in their house or them having to go to an office. So it's very convenient for them to basically sit there in their pajamas, have a glass of wine or a coffee, and be able to close that loan on their own time, really.
So that's great. So we finally don't have to have strangers coming into your homes to be able to close these loans. But I got to ask, what led to the development of this?
Yeah, you know what? It was the one pain point of the end of a mortgage transaction was trying to find the time where everybody has the ability to either show up in an office or, again, be at home to meet the needs of a notary. Now, the notary is essentially meeting whatever the needs of the borrower are on their own time at their convenience, making it just an amazing end of the process. You know, the mortgage process is not easy for everyone. So now, you know, with a lot of the automation that's in place, this just kind of caps that to be a fully automated experience, an online experience to where, they still have the human interaction, the human touch with their loan officer and loan processors. They're very prevalent, but again, they're just using new ways of technology to get that loan closed.
So what were the primary motives to develop the virtual e-closing platform that you guys came out with?
The primary motivation was to keep the loan process easy. That's something we've always been focusing on, at least for the last 7-8 years, and that's a big part of our growth. Is the easier we can make the loan process for our clients, for our mortgage brokers and correspondents, that's the easier it will be for their clients to get that loan closed. So that's the primary motivation, was an easy, smooth closing transaction for every mortgage that's being done.
So Justin, it's going to sound weird, but it seems like every month you guys are coming out with great technology to help the independent mortgage companies that you guys are working with to just help their borrowers. What's the driving force behind this?
Again, it's to actually keep things easy, but there's so much, I'll use the buzzword out there, room for disruption in the mortgage industry, but truly, that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to find new ways to bring lending, to the borrowers and to the broker community. There's lots of bigger banks out there with very, very deep pockets who can put out technology more frequently than our brokers can. But we're the lender for the brokers, and so if we can compete and help them compete with the larger institutions, well, it's going to be a win-win for us and all of our clients and all of their borrowers.
So Justin, listen, you mentioned the term disrupt, and a lot of people get scared of that when they hear that. What does that mean? But when you're creating the disruptive technology and putting it in the hand of independent mortgage companies to allow them to compete with the biggest banks in the country, it is very, very powerful. So if there's anyone out there that's not already doing business with UWM, how do they get a hold of you guys?
Just head over to UWM.com. You'll go ahead and find the Join Our Network button. It'll be very prominent to you. Go ahead and fill out a simple application, and we'll basically approve you in less than a day.
All right, Justin, thanks again for taking the time out of your day. Really appreciate it.
Thank you guys very much for having us.
And I'm Andrew Berman from the Mortgage News Network. Thank you for watching.
This is Mortgage News Network.